right, everyone. Well, we're going to get started here. Welcome to episode 13 of our VYPE NEXTGEN Instagram Live series. Tonight, I'm joined by our Chief Content Officer, Mr. VYPE himself, Matt Malatesta. Also with
Hi
us
there.
Also with us tonight, very special guest, Baylor commit, Nimitz defensive back, Cory Huff Jr. Cory, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. So you obviously had a big year for you. You committed to Baylor. Let's talk about that a little bit. What made Baylor home for you, man?
It's out there in the middle. I wouldn't say the middle of nowhere, but something like that. It'll be good for me to get away from everything, get away from the city, But it's a different culture up there. Something I definitely want to be a part of.
Hey, Dave Aranda's such a defensive guy, man. Was that did you like that about him? He's kind of like a savant defensive guy.
Yeah.
What did you learn from him so far?
I've really been learning from Coach Wheat, the safeties coach up there, but Coach Aranda being from LSU kind of always been a dream school. Knowing he come from LSU and being the defensive coach, that played an impact on my commitment also.
So, Cory, you had a big season for your junior year. You had 86 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 sacks. I mean, you kind of did it all for Nimitz. And then this year, I heard a rumor that you might be playing a little offense as well. What does it mean to you to be able to play both sides of the ball in the high school level and potentially be able to just go wherever, play whatever side of the ball at the next level?
Man, I can't wait. This season that's coming up is going to be different like I never had, playing both sides of the ball. I feel like I should have been playing both sides of the ball, but, I can't control it. This season going to be something serious.
So y'all got a new coach at Nimitz. Talk about the new culture. I know it's kind of early in the process. Kind of introduce him. What's he been like?
It's been good. He definitely been keeping everybody on top of the game. Like, he don't let nobody slack, and that's good. That's what we needed up there. You could tell it was a culture change from the moment he walked in.
So, Cory, you also play on the 7-on-7 team, Fury 7-on-7. You play with guys like Mabry Matoyer, Lewis Williams III from Conroe. You play with Tice Williams, who's at Conroe now. You play with Arquez Gomez, who's at the Woodlands. What's it like playing with a bunch of these guys on a 7-on-7 team that y'all are very talented? All of y'all are going to get a chance to play at the next level.
It is great going up against elite. Even though they're on my team at practice, we all just push each other to get better. The term iron sharpens iron. And when we all on the same team, it's fire. It goes crazy.
All right, Cory. Duke, Kansas. No. What did I just say? North Carolina, Kansas.
I got Kansas
tonight. Who you got?
I got Kansas.
Ooh.
I do too. I think Kansas is going to get it done tonight.
I got Kansas. It's crazy. I haven't even been watching that much of March Madness, but I got Kansas for sure.
What other sports did you play growing up? I mean, did you play a little basketball? I know you run track. I saw you at the bike photo shoot. What other sports kind of sparked your interest?
I always played basketball. I even started off playing this year, but it kind of was taking up too much of my time. I had to focus more on football, but you never know. Next year I might get back on the court. But I always played basketball growing up.
We're talking with Cory Huff, Nimitz finest over there in Aldine. He's committed to Baylor already. Going to play both sides of the ball this year. Growing up, who were kind of your inspirations? Who did you like to watch? Who did you kind of pattern your game after?
Well, as far as patterning my game after, I can't really say Cam Newton, but I always liked Cam Newton growing up, even though he was a quarterback. But as of now, I got to say Jalen Ramsey. He the best corner in the league in my eyes. I like the way he plays. Tyrann Mathieu, he real small but real aggressive. I try to be kind of aggressive like him too.
Making Matt happy with that. A little Tyrann Mathieu LSU vibes over there.
Yeah.
But Cory, you've gone on a couple of visits. You picked up a couple more offers as you've gone along. What's the recruiting? Although you're committed, what's the recruiting process been like as you've kind of gone along it the past 2 years and even this year?
It's been good. It's been good. All the schools that's recruiting me, they understand that I'm committed to Baylor. They understand I'm locked in, but they just, they basically just tell me, give everybody a run for their money. like give everybody a chance. But you know, I'm locked in right now.
So going back to the 7-on-7 thing, I mean, you do have a really good. I mean, who have you kind of become the closest to as it relates to that 7-on-7 team? Because now football is kind of a citywide sport. It's not so much of just a neighborhood sport. Who you kind of connected with?
Jeremiah Jones, he a safety that go to spring. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how he ain't blow up yet as far as offense like that. Cause he definitely tough. Like we was just in the 7-on-7 tournament. He held a 4-star to 0 catches. You know, I'm not really gonna say his name, but he held a 4-star to 0 catches. I don't know how he didn't blow up yet, but I know it's coming for sure.
So, Cory, what's it like for you to get to kind of you're already committed? Like, what are some guys that maybe in your class or maybe the class below you that you want to try to kind of recruit with you to come play with you at the next level?
I'm gonna be honest, Coach. I'm gonna say Jeremiah Jones again because it's just crazy to me how he ain't got no offers yet, and he tough. I done seen a lot of competition, been all around the world, and I ain't really seen nobody like him yet.
You played a pretty tough district with Westfield, Spring, you came in it. You know, when the schedule comes out, who do y'all circle? Like, who do you like, hey, we can't wait for this game at their place?
It's Eisenhower. We always go back and forth with Eisenhower, but this year the head coach, he kind of came in with a mentality that he don't care about beating the Aldine schools. He want the spring schools. He want Danny Westfield and Spring. He want to go after them, and I'm all with him.
You know, talk about depth-wise, and I get what you're saying. Like, it may have been a different philosophy, not playing both sides of the ball, but when you have a talent like, I mean, you got to play. You ain't coming off the field if I'm the coach. You know, what are your goals maybe next season that were different than this season that you just had?
Okay, I really want to make it further in the playoffs just because I haven't really did that yet. But I just want to have a progressive season, have a good season, get better in the football aspect, in the mind aspect, better myself, and prepare for college. Prepare to head down to Waco.
So, Cory, we're going to switch it up here a little bit. We've asked this question to everyone. I really hope you give me a positive answer because we've gotten 3 weeks in a row where the answer is just not right. What is your go-to Whataburger order?
They just came out with a Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich.
It's called, yeah. Nobody eats hamburgers at Whataburger.
I mean, I used to like I think it's called sweet and spicy. I used to like the sweet and spicy burgers up there, but the last few times I always got the same Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich.
Hey, what do you do for fun? I mean, you're playing football, you're training 7-on-7. What else do you do kind of for fun and just be a high school kid?
I used to really play the game a lot. I don't really play anymore. I just spend time with my little brothers and my friends, you know. I'm trying to keep my little brothers on the right track so they can be further than where I'm at.
We're talking with Cory Huff, the Nimitz safety, going to be athlete, playing the offensive side of the ball this season. 2023, one of the top prospects in the city of Houston. He's committed to Baylor. Cory, if you had a celebrity dream date, who would it be with?
I'm taking Scott Jackson or Zendaya. One of them.
Fair enough.
Yes.
I'm taking Scott Jackson or Zendaya.
Who's the most recognizable athlete in the history of Nimitz outside of yourself?
It's Brittany Griner.
I'm telling you.
It's Brittany Griner. People
talk about Brittany Griner. I've seen her in person, and while she was coming up, she was unbelievable. Josh, super talent. You can't forget Aaron Glenn back in the day. He's been in the league a long time. Now he's coaching the NFL. But Nimitz is a really, really overlooked school as it relates to next level athletes.
Yes,
Mike
sir.
Thomas also plays in the NFL. Why is that? What is what is the secret sauce of Nimitz High School where iron sharpens iron?
I think when you put in Nimitz, it's kind of like the Aldine district. No, you're not expected to kind of come out of that. So when you know you're not expected, it kind of make you want to push harder. And when you work hard, you're gonna get rewarded.
All right, everybody. If anyone's got any questions for Cory, go ahead and drop those in the comments. We're going to keep going here for a little bit, but we're about to get it wrapped up soon. Cory, a question I got for you. You said that you wanted to play with Jeremiah Jones at the next level, but I know you and Mabry have kind of a special relationship. How cool would it be for you if Mabry ended up going to Baylor and playing with you?
It would be crazy. You never know. You never know. You never know. But it'll be something serious for sure.
Go ahead.
If you put me and Jeremiah in the same secondary, we was going to school together in 9th grade, and he transferred to spring. If you put us back in the same secondary, it'll get wicked.
You've probably been to a couple college campuses. What have you seen? What is the coolest atmosphere? It might be Baylor, but have you been to a game atmosphere? What's been kind of the coolest atmosphere, coolest social media that you've seen?
I haven't been to Oregon yet, but I heard they got the #1 facility in like the nation. I hope to get there someday, but Texas was one of the first big schools I went to, so the impact they made on me, it was kind of crazy. They showed like all the schools got all the cool stuff. All the schools is great, but Texas was the first. For me to see that from them first, it was remarkable.
I gotta say a game at Kyle Field is better, but I mean that's just the Aggie in me coming out.
In the A&M.
You gotta go, man. I was there at the Alabama A&M game this year. Rushed the field afterwards. It's an awesome experience, but not to show my bias there. If we've got any questions for Cory, go ahead and drop them in the comments now. We're going to get ready to wrap this up here pretty soon.
So, Cory, who do you play for? Who's your kind of inspiration? Parents, brothers, sisters? Who is kind of your inspiration or most influential person that has kind of taken you on this athletic path?
I got to say my mama. I got to do this for her, make it out for her. But my little brothers, I got to show them that it's a better way. You don't got to do everything everybody else doing. You can take this football stuff farther than you think. I got a sister. My sister just had a son. Well, not just had him. So my little nephew. I got a lot of people to make it for. That's how I'm gonna put it.
So what do you see yourself? I mean, I know it's everybody this age it's like the NFL or bust. What else are you interested in? What other like careers might you be interested in outside of football?
I always liked mechanical engineering growing up. That was one of my first career pathways. I used to take mechanical engineering class, and I got into like child development, like being a coach, communication and stuff like that. But I always liked to build stuff. But as I got older, I just love anything football related before I started thinking about the coach.
Yeah. Who you listening to? What are you watching on Netflix?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even watch a lot of TV. But I was watching like Raising Dion like a week ago.
Yeah. Yes. Well, all right, we're with Cory. Nimitz superstar, standout, Aldine ISD's headed to Baylor in 2023. He's getting ready to set the district on fire.
Yes, sir.
Coach, new culture. Watch out for the Cougars this year.
Cory, one last question I got for you before we let you go, man. We got a question in here next. But what's it like getting to go up against a guy in Ryan Niblett, who is a guy who's going to be he's at Eisenhower. He's going to be playing at the next level. You guys might actually end up getting to play against each other. You get to cover him one-on-one. What's it like being able to go against someone who's as talented as you are?
I always been competitive. I'm going to be honest. And if you seen the game last year, our defense we ran, it was kind of like you just follow him, go wherever he go. And I don't know what we're gonna do this year, but you know, I can't wait. He bring the best out of me. I'm gonna try to bring the best out of him.
We have a question. What are the chances you're playing with Jeremiah Jones at spring this year? But I don't know if we want to get into that one.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, everyone, we're going to wrap this up here. Cory, thank you for coming on. This has been episode 13 of our VYPE Next Gen Instagram Live series. Catch us next week for episode 14, and stay tuned on the weekend for our reveal. Cory, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. And we will catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Great job, man. See you.